Hello, Wonder School friends. Welcome to day 4 of our virtual vacation. Today we are visiting the continent of Africa. And the stickers that you are going to put in your passport today are from Niger, Egypt, Mali, and Kenya. And I will show you the books. The one from Kenya is Mama Panya's Pancake. And I Lost My Tooth in Africa is for Mali. Don't Spill the Milk is for Niger. And we also have Bill and Pete Go Down the Nile, and that's for Egypt. And now, before we get into the stories, let's talk about what you would like to order for lunch. Today on the menu we have benachin, harsha, injera, and koshari. So which dish, 1, 2, 3, or 4, would you like to try today? And then which animal would you like to see the most as we're traveling in Africa today? Do you want to see a crocodile, a hippopotamus, a lion, or a rhinoceros? And so I'm going to read the stories, and then after the stories, I'm going to pick the dish that I want to eat the most for lunch and the animal that I most want to see today in Africa. And let's see if we pick the same ones. So let's get into our stories now. Bill and Pete Go Down the Nile. Written and illustrated by Tommy DePaula. Tomorrow was the first day of school, and William Everett Crocodile, who was called Bill, and his friend Pete, who was his toothbrush, were getting ready. "Don't forget your new pencil box, Bill," said Mama. "And your new lunchbox," said Pete. "It will be so nice to see Ms. Ibis again, Mama," said Bill. "I wonder what you'll learn this year," said Mama. The next morning, after kissing Mama goodbye, Bill and Pete started out for school. It was fun to see all the other little crocodiles again. There they are. And there's their toothbrushes. "Now, class," said Ms. Ibis, "we are going to start this school year by studying the history and geography of Egypt and the River Nile." "Oh, goody!" cried all the children. "What did you learn today, Bill?" asked Mama. "We learned all about the River Nile, Mama," said Bill. "Oh, it's nice to learn about your own hometown," said Mama. My House, The Nile by Bill. On Tuesday, Ms. Ibis told the class about the Sphinx. "Today we learned about the stinks, Mama," said Bill. You mean Sphinx, Bill," said Pete. "And boy, is it weird looking." On Wednesday, Ms. Ibis told the class all about the pharaohs, the pyramids, and mummies. Mummy. "The pharaohs built the pyramids so they could be buried there with all their riches," Ms. Ibis told them. "When they died, they were wrapped up in long strips of cloth and called mummies. The mummy was put in a beautiful case called a sarcophagus. "What did you learn today, Bill?" said Mama. "Oh, Mama, we learned about the pharaohs and the pyramids," said Bill. "We learned about mummies and esophaguses." "You mean sarcophaguses," said Pete. "How exciting," said Mama. On Thursday, Ms. Ibis told the class about the sacred eye of Isis. "It is the most valuable jewel in all the world," said Ms. Ibis. "Ooh," said all the little crocodiles. "But," she added, "there is a saying that whoever owns it has bad luck." "Oh," said all the little crocodiles. That is why it is kept in the Royal Museum," said Ms. Ibis. "Now, how would you like to see the Sphinx, the pyramids, and the sacred eye of Isis?" "Oh, yes," said all the little crocodiles. "Well, tomorrow we are going to take a class trip down the Nile." "Hooray!" they all shouted. "Do you have your lunchbox?" asked Mama. "Yes, Mama," said Bill. "Now, Pete, don't forget to brush Bill's teeth," said Mama. "I won't," said Pete. "Have a good time and listen to Miss Ibis and do what she says," said Mama. "Goodbye, Mama," said Bill and Pete. "Does everyone have their partners?" Ms. Ibis asked. "Yes, Ms. Ibis," the crocodiles answered. "Then forward swim." "Ooh," said all the little crocodiles. "There's the Grand Hotel." "Ooh," said all the little crocodiles. "There's the Sphinx." "Bill," said Pete, "look at that man in the big car with all the ladies." "Ah, he must be a pharaoh," said Bill. "Watch out for the bad guy," whispered an old crocodile to Bill and Pete as he swam by. "Stay in line," said Ms. Ibis as the Nile Queen went by. "Ooh," said all the little crocodiles. "Here are the pyramids," said Ms. Ibis as the class stepped ashore. Ms. Ibis bought the tickets and they all went inside. "The guide will hold a big mirror to help light up the passageway so we can see," Ms. Ibis explained to the class. "Now, as I told you all, the mummies and all the riches are no longer kept here. They are in the Royal Museum, which we will visit next, and where we will see the sacred eye of Isis." "Woo!" said all the little crocodiles. The class saw mummies and sarcophaguses and the sacred eye of Isis. "Hey, there's that man again, Bill," whispered Pete. "He sure looks familiar." And then they sat down to eat their lunch. "Ms. Ibis, may I be excused, please?" said Bill. And he and Pete went inside to find a restroom to brush Bill's teeth. "Aha! Look, Bill," said Pete. "I thought I recognized him. The bad guy!" Uh-oh. "Oh, Mr. Bad Guy, don't!" cried Bill. "You'll have bad luck." "Be quiet, you walking suitcase," yelled the bad guy, and he locked Bill up inside a sarcophagus. "Oh no! You can't do that to my friend," shouted Pete, and he flew into the restroom to get some toilet paper. "Take that," said Pete, and he flew around and around and around, and presto! The bad guy was a mummy! Then Pete untied a guard who let Bill out of the sarcophagus. "Where have you been, William Everett?" scolded Ms. Ibis. Why, these two fine fellows save the sacred eye of Isis from falling into evil hands, said the head of the museum. The bad guy is being taken to Cairo and put in jail, and as a reward, we're going to send you all home on the Nile Queen. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. And so, Mama, that's what happened on our first class trip, said Bill. My goodness, said Mama, what an adventure. And Ms. Ibis was right, said Bill. The sacred eye of Isis does bring bad luck, especially to bad guys, said Pete. Don't Spill the Milk by Stephen Davies, illustrated by Christopher Core. And this says, over the uppy downy dunes, across the dark wide river, and up the steep, steep mountain, Panda lovingly carries a bowl of milk to her father in the grasslands. But will she manage to get it there without spilling a single drop? Let's find out. Oh, look at how beautiful this drawing is, this painting is. It's so colorful. Penda lived in a tiny village in Africa with her mom and her aunties. It was rainy season, so Penda's dad was up in the grasslands looking after the sheep. Penda, said her mom one day, I'm going to take a bowl of milk to Daddy. I will be back this afternoon. I know where the grasslands are, said Penda. Let me take Daddy his milk. Please, please, please. All right, said her mom, but try not to spill any milk on the way. Penda ran to milk the cow. She filled a bowl, put it on her head, stood up, and began to walk. Steady, Penda whispered to herself, Gently does it, girl. Don't wiggle, don't wobble, don't try to rush it, girl. Penda picked a path across the uppy, downy dunes, past a caravan of camels and a flock of desert gins. Don't slip, don't slide, girl, don't fall over, don't let a single droplet drop on the sand. It was the day of the rainy season mask dance. Penda wove her way amid a million dancing beasties. Walk tall, walk steady, eyes on the horizon, girl. Don't even think about spilling any milk. The great river Niger was dark and wide. Penda took a ride in a stinky fishing boat. Don't shiver, don't quiver, don't fall in the river, girl. Keep it on your head, girl. Milk don't float. Oh, there's a cat. He's helping himself to some fish. 15 pale giraffes were stalking across the plains like 15 aliens on a dusty moon. Don't look, don't turn your head, just walk on through. You're not at the zoo, girl. You've got work to do. Oh no! One final mountain looming high. Penda breathed in deep. And up she climbed. Left foot, right foot. Never give up, girl. Left hand, right hand. All the way up now. At last Panda arrived at the grasslands. 100 sheep were munching grass, and there in the middle, chilling in the shade of a mango tree, sat Panda's dad. "Hi, Daddy." "Hi, Panda. Nice to see you." "I've brought you some milk," said Panda. She took the bowl off her head, but just as she was passing it to Daddy, splosh! A big fat mango landed right in the bowl. Daddy's milk spilled everywhere. "Oh, I don't believe it," wailed Panda. "I carried that milk for miles and miles over the dunes and across the river and up the mountain, and I didn't stop to watch the mask dance or the white giraffes because I didn't want to spill a single drop. And now look, it's all gone." Daddy gave Panda a big hug. "It's not all gone," he whispered. "There was more than milk in that bowl." "Huh?" said Panda. "It's true," said Daddy. "Your love for me was in that bowl as well. You carried it over the dunes and across the river and up the mountain. You carried it past the mask dance and the white giraffes. You brought it all the way up to the grasslands, and you gave it to me just fine. This bowl was full of love, girl, and it still is. You didn't spill a drop." Panda wiped away her tears. She pointed at the big fat mango. "I think it must be lunchtime," she said. "I agree," said Daddy. "As it happens, I prefer mango to milk any day." Daddy took a knife and cut the mango into 3 big juicy pieces. Panda ate the first piece. "Yummy," she said. Daddy ate the second piece. "Scrummy," he said. The third piece was still in the bowl. "For Mommy?" asked Panda. "That's right," said Daddy. "Tell her it comes with all my love." Oh, she's gonna have to go back through all of these obstacles. I Lost My Tooth in Africa by Penda Jakite, illustrated by Babawage Jakite. Hi, my name is Amina. I live in Portland, Oregon. Today we are flying to Africa to visit my father's family in Bamako, Mali. Africa is very far from our home in Portland. It takes 2 days, 3 planes, and 3 different continents to get there. Right before landing in Mali, I discover I have a wiggly tooth. My dad says if you lose a tooth in Africa and put it under a gourd, you will get a chicken from the African tooth fairy. I really want to lose my tooth in Africa, so I try tricks with my tongue to help it come out faster. But nothing happens. When we arrive, my aunts, uncles, and cousins are here to greet us. They all live together in one compound with Nya, my grandma. It's very hot here, and the ground is a beautiful sandy orange. Outside our compound, there are donkeys, goats, and lots of chickens. The rooster never stops crowing. I wiggle and wiggle my tooth. I can't wait to have my own chicken. Aunt Kaja has made my favorite dinner. It's rice and onion sauce with African eggplant and tiny noodles. We all eat together around one big bowl. Everyone eats with their right hand. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you get a piece of meat. When I eat, I can feel my tooth moving, but it refuses to come out. By evening, the world begins to quiet down. The family is home, and the neighbors come by to greet us. The stars shine brightly, and the moon glows like a street lamp. Friends sit in groups in the courtyard playing games, telling stories, and braiding hair. Sometimes Grandma Nya sings songs. As the sky darkens, I climb into my bamboo bed, and after a few stories from my dad, I drift off to sleep. I hope my tooth doesn't fall out at night. With the first golden rays of the sun, the noisy rooster begins to crow. K, ray, K! It's time to get up. The first thing we do every morning in Africa is greet Grandma Nya and receive blessings from her. She takes my hand and holds it gently as she begins a long list of benedictions. May you rise high with strength and knowledge. Amen, I respond after each one. After breakfast, I run outside to brush my teeth at the papaya tree. That way I can water the tree as I brush. Suddenly, there is a funny feeling in my mouth. My tongue instantly finds a gap where a tooth had been. I hope I haven't swallowed it. Where is my tooth? I look down. It's on the ground. I pick it up and run to show my parents. My mom is surprised. My dad helps me place it under a calabash gourd behind the bedroom window. I am so proud. I lost my tooth in Africa, a shiny white tooth. Soon I will have a chicken of my very own. All morning I play Tegere Tillon with my cousins waiting for a chicken to come. But nothing happens. We eat lunch and take a short nap. Still no chicken. We take a walk by the little creek to check the gardens. Bananas are turning ripe and manioc is growing tall. We huddle together to watch a busy weaver bird building its hanging nest in a palm tree. The day is almost finished, but no chicken has come. Finally, I take back my tooth. I feel sad. Maybe the African tooth fairy has forgotten. But right as I turn over the calabash, 2 chickens pop out. 1 rooster and 1 hen. I am so happy. I called my mom and dad. They are very excited. Dad says, the rooster is more black than white. The mom says the hen is more white than black. Right away, I take care of my chickens. I feed them and give them water. My mom and dad help me build a little house for them under the stairway that leads to Grandma Nya's roof. We make adobe bricks and stack them on top of one another. Then we find an old sheet of tin to use as a roof. Early one morning, I open my chicken coop. There, I see them. white oval eggs in the nest on the dirt floor. I shout, "Shake-hee-lew! Shake-hee-lew! Eggs! Eggs!" Uncle Modibo says that means that chicks will hatch in 21 days. I wonder if I will see them before I leave. When I help Aunt Sally with the meals, the chickens always cluster around my feet. I sneak a handful of millet and rice for them. I like to peel the vegetables because I can feed the peelings to my chickens. When I finish with the vegetables, I smoosh tomatoes with my hands for a good tasting sauce and cut squash and cabbage into big quarters so Aunt Sally can boil them. Later that day, my hen has laid more eggs. That makes me smile because I know my chickens are happy in our home. One evening, the hen is squawking. I run outside. The pheasant is trying to steal her eggs. I shoo it away. That pheasant is very crafty and very fast. I'll have to watch her carefully. When I go to sleep that night, I dream about little chicks hatching. I'm getting excited to see what they will look like. Finally, one morning, my dad tells me it is our last day in Africa. We have to go back to America. I slowly say goodbye to the things I will miss. Conbay, I say to the mango tree. Conbay, I say to the little creek. Conbay, I say to Africa. When the time comes to leave, I am sad. I say goodbye to my African family and friends. Slowly I walk to the chicken coop and say goodbye to my chickens. Then I see it. An egg is hatching. A tiny wet chick peeks out from the white egg. "Shayden, Shayden," I shout. "Chicks, chicks!" Everyone comes to see. They all congratulate me. Just then, another egg hatches. I am very happy, but I'm very sad too. I don't want to leave my chickens behind. "Don't worry, Amina," says Uncle Madu. I'll take good care of them. When you come back, your chicks will be old enough to lay eggs for you. I smile so big you can see the empty space where my tooth is missing. And right away, I begin to count the days until we will come back to Africa. Mama Panya's Pancakes, a village tale from Kenya. Written by Marion Rich Chamberlain, illustrated by Julia Cairns. Mama Panya sang as she kicked sand with her bare feet, dousing the breakfast fire. "Atika, hurry up," she called cheerfully. "Today we go to market." "Surprise! I'm one step ahead of you, Mama." Adika stood in the doorway, dressed in his finest shirt and cleanest shorts. "I'm ready." Now Mama Panya had to hurry. After storing her pots, gathering her bag, and slipping her feet into her sandals, Mama Panya called, "I'm ready too, Adika. Where are you?" "Here I am, Mama. 2 steps ahead of you." He sat under the baobab tree. and Mama Panya's walking stick in hand. Why, yes, you are. She accepted the stick and led them down the road. What will you get at the market, Mama? Oh, a little bit and a little bit more. Are you making pancakes today, Mama? You are a smart one. I guess I can't surprise you. Yay! How many pancakes will you make? Mama fingered 2 coins folded in the cloth tied around her waist. A little bit and a little bit more. Rounding the corner, they saw Mzee Odolo sitting by the river. Habare? Za asubi? Mama asked softly so she wouldn't chase away the fish. Adika blurted out, We're having pancakes tonight. Please come. Adika, Mama whispered in his ear. Mzee Odolo waved back, saying, Asante sana, I'll be there. Mama quickened her pace. We had to invite Mzee, Adika said. He's our oldest friend. Hurry up, you're a few steps behind, Mama replied. Look, Mama, it's Sawandi and Naiman. Adika's friends tapped long reeds against the thighs of their cattle, moving them along. I'll be just a few steps ahead. Wait, Adika, Mama called. Mama hadn't gone too far before he returned. They'd be happy to come, Adika panted. Mama Panya frowned, thinking about the coins in her wrap. She's thinking that they won't have enough money to buy enough flour for the pancakes. She's worried. Oh, how many people would that be? Let's see. Sawanda, Naiman, you and me. Adika counted, and Mzee Odolo, that's only 5. Ay, how many pancakes do you think I can make today, son? I'm 1 step ahead of you, Mama. You'll have a little bit and a little bit more. That's enough. At the market, there were many buyers and sellers trading fruits, spices, and vegetables. Adika spotted his school friend Gamila at her plantain stand. Mama, pancakes are her favorite. Now, don't you? And before she could finish, he ran to greet her. Mama tried to catch up, arriving just in time to hear, You will come, won't you? Of course, Gamila replied. Mama shot a stare at Adika and quickly grabbed his hand, whisking him away. Mama, we'll be able to stretch the flour. Aye, how much do you think I can stretch flour, son? Adika waved his hand in the air. Oh, a little bit and a little bit more. At the flower stand, Mama said, Adika, you sit here. After greeting Bibi and Bawana Sawena, Mama asked, What can you give me for my money? She offered the larger of the 2 coins to Bibi Sawena, who scooped a cup of flour onto a piece of brown paper. Adika popped up. Mama's making pancakes today. Can you come? Oh, how wonderful. I think we can give a little more for that coin. Bawana Sawena put a 2nd cup on the paper, then tied it up with a string. We'll see you later. Mama tucked the package into her bag. Aye, you and I will be lucky to share half a pancake. But Mama, we'll have a little bit and a little bit more. Come, Adika, keep up with me. We may have just enough left for a small chili pepper. Leave it to me, Mama. I'll get a good one. No, Adika, she cried out, but he ran ahead to catch Rafiki Kaya's spice table. Mama got there just in time to hear, Mama's making pancakes tonight. Can you come? I'd love to, Kaya exclaimed. She grabbed the coin from Mama's hand and replaced it with the plumpest pepper. That's just enough. Thanks for inviting me. Mama just sighed. There's a lot of people that are coming to her house tonight. Do you think that she'll have enough to feed everyone? They headed home. How many people did we invite for pancakes tonight? Adika, skipping 2 steps ahead, sang his reply. All of our friends, Mama. Mama piled small twigs and sticks into the fire pit. Adika ran to fetch a pail of water. Mama crushed the chili pepper in a pot, while Adika added some water. She stirred in all the flour, seeing there would be none to save. Mama poured a dollop into the oiled pan on the fire. Sawandi and Naiman were the first to arrive, shouting, Howdy! Adika called Caribou to welcome them. They carried 2 leather drinking gourds filled with milk and a small pail of butter. Mama Panya, we have extra from our cattle. Umze Odolo came soon after. Old Man River has given us 3 fish today. Gamilla arrived with a plantain bunch perched on her head. They go very well with pancakes. Oh, look, they are all bringing things to this feast. Bibi and Bawana Sawena brought a package filled with more flour and handed it to Adika. Store this away for later. When Rafiki Kaya arrived, she brought handfuls of salt and cardamom spice, along with her thumb piano. And the feast began as they sat under the baobab tree to eat Mama Panya's pancakes. Afterward, Kaya played the thumb piano and Zeodolo sang slightly off-key. Adika whispered with a gleam in his eyes and a smile on his face, I know you will make pancakes again soon, Mama. She smiled. Yes, Adika, you're 1 step ahead of me. Okay, we are finished with our stories for today, and now I'm going to reveal what food I wanted to eat today for lunch and what animal I wanted to see. Ready? Okay, did we pick the same ones? Today for lunch, I wanted to try harsha, and I was hoping that we could see a hippopotamus today. Okay, so we are done with our traveling for this week. Next week, we are going to start traveling again, and we are going to visit Europe, this orange continent here. So I hope to see you back next week for our virtual vacation, day 5. Bye!